Hey everybody, it's Miss Cole, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. This video is geared more toward my fellow teachers than to my students. Although, guys, if you see it, you are welcome to watch. Not planning to cuss in this one, so it's all good. So today I want to talk about something that is very important as a teacher and something that I feel I am pretty darn good at, and that is parent contact. So at the beginning of the school year, I make an effort to reach out to as many parents, guardians, or as I tell my students, an adult who is legally responsible for your well-being. I usually don't let it go quite this late. Today is Friday, and we have next week we're going to be starting hybrid schedule. Yay. It's if you're watching this significantly later, this is the 2021-2022 school year, and we had class for about 2 weeks, and then our COVID numbers started going through the roof. So we are going to hopefully bring our local caseloads down. We're going to help with that by having half of our students in person and half of them logging in from home. So that's going to be a challenge. So I knew that was a possibility. So I actually waited a little bit this year. Honestly, full closure was a possibility. So I waited a little bit to see how things were going to play out before contacting parents. So I write a script, more of an outline. This is what it looks like. This is my just introductory phone call and just things that I let them know. And you can kind of see I started off and then there's like these points need to go a different direction. This stuff down here is what I'm going to send in a follow-up email this afternoon. And I tell them that it's one of the things I check for. I'm going to be using my nifty phone, except I'm not actually going to call a parent and record that because that would be weird. But I'm going to just talk my way through it and sort of explain what I do while I do it. So, you look up we have our student information on our system. So you look that up and and you go and you put the first one, you call, and you wait to see if anybody picks up or if it's going to be a voicemail. So let's go for the parent picks up or somebody picks up version. Hi, this is Mrs. Cole from Lafayette High School. I'm trying to reach Susan. I don't know. I'm making that up. Hi, Susan. I just wanted to let you know I have Joe in my English class, and I wanted to let you know a couple of things about the course here at the beginning of the semester, if you have a couple of minutes. And so here, that gives the parent or the guardian a chance to say, actually, I had a parent today say, now's not a good time, and my note on that says call back at 12:30. So, sometimes they're at work answering on their cell phone, or they've just got something going on at the house. So give them that option. If they say yes, however, then I say, great. There are a few things I want you to know about the course. The first one is that this semester I am not assigning any homework. It's been incredibly chaotic already, and we've had students in and out and in and out and out and in. And so instead of assigning additional work, I want to allow that time for students to get caught up on anything that they might be missing, or to email me or contact me and ask questions about things that they have difficulty understanding because maybe they weren't there for the instruction. So I want to prioritize that. Additionally, since we are going on to the hybrid schedule next week, I want to make sure that you're aware of that and that all students will need to be available 4 days. There'll be 2 days in person and 2 days that they'll need to log in from home. They will need to use their school-issued Chromebook for that. And I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that. Great. One more thing, we do have a class website. It's publicly available, and I'm going to send that out to everybody in an email this afternoon. The email address that I have for you is da-da-da-da-da-da. Is that correct? Or I will say, unfortunately, we don't have an email address in our system for you. But I'd like to send that to you. Do you have an email address that you'd be willing to share with me? So far, everybody has. I say. All right. Well, I've added that to my notes. So that's the information that I have. There'll be more coming out this afternoon. Is there anything else, any questions you have for me, anything that you would like me to know? And this is where we get to just sort of talk. And this sets up a positive relationship. I don't know why I'm still talking on the phone. I'll mimic that later. This sets up a positive relationship with the family at home, and it lets me get to know sort of what their vibe is, sort of how they interact with the teacher and what to expect from them. Each person's going to have a different style. Some of them are very direct. Some of them sort of ramble around, want to talk about the kid. They're just different. They're unique people, and that's cool. I will also, if there's something that I need or that would be beneficial to my classroom, I'll say, there is one other thing. If possible, the next time that you go grocery shopping, would you be willing to pick up just a pack of Band-Aids so that we can have some in the room? It's not something necessary, but it's really helpful. Haven't asked that because I've had donations from my Amazon teacher wish list. So I haven't had that on my list. So that's great. I have asked for candy, specifically Blow Pops, Jolly Ranchers, and Hershey's Miniatures, because I have some Reese's and Reese's Pieces stuff, and then I got a donation of Starburst. I think I also have some Lifesavers. So like I have some that I want to offer a variety, if at all possible, when we do our presentations. I like to offer a bribe to students who choose to volunteer. And then so I usually finish up just by saying, all right, well, thanks so much. You'll have an email here from me in a few hours. So if you think of anything else, just reply back and let me know. Okay. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. And then hang up. I usually use Google Voice for this, but today it was acting up. So I had to go to the teacher workroom to make the calls because we do not have phones in our classrooms. We have, can you see it back there? You can see there's the light switch, and then there's the call the office button. I do not want to call the office. I need calling home. So then if I have, leave a message. If I leave a message, it sounds like this. Hi, this is Miss Cole. I'm just calling to introduce myself here at the beginning of the semester. I have Joe in English class, so I wanted to let you know a few things about the course. I am not giving homework this semester because it's been very chaotic, and I want students to be able to use that time to get caught up on anything they may have missed since students have been in and out and in and out. There's also a class website that I'll be sending out information about. I'm going to include that link in an email. The email address we have for you is da-da-da-da-da-da. If this is not correct, please email me, and I give them my email address here, or call the school. The number is da-da-da-da-da, so that they can update that in their system. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye. So I keep that pretty short. I mean, there's nobody to talk to. And then I just make sure, actually, I think I included the bit about hybrid schedule in the messages that I left this time. I'm not used to that. So it's not part of my repertoire. So, and then I log it. I actually have a dual entry log. So this is my call log, and it has a place for the date, the time, the name of the student. I use the first initial, last name, and then the contact, which person I talked to, or I use LM for left message. And then I also had NA. I had one where it wouldn't let me leave a message. I think it said the mailbox is full. There's room for result. In this case, all I wrote down was the email because I'm planning to send more information. It's just beginning the semester. And this is really what we talked about and what I'm going to do next. So if later on in the semester, if I have a concern about a student missed work, like it missed a test and hasn't made it up yet, this is my concern. And then what the parent says about, when they're going to stay to make it up or whatever that is. So this leaves me room to just sort of where I'm going to go next with this and what we talked about. So you can also see this says call back at 12:30. This one says no working numbers. So I need to check with the office and find out what's going on there. So that really leaves it open. And so this log goes in my general binder that has all of my documentation. And so it's all the students for all my classes. So this one is my call log specifically for this class. And so all of it says send email, because that's what it was. So that's what I'm going to do next. But this way, like here, this one I didn't contact. So because it's a roster for this particular class, I can see who I've made contact with regularly. And then especially as we go on, I'll have a day when I'm just like, either it's during my planning period or if we have an in-service day where I'm going to try to make parent contacts. And there are ones that I'm going to focus on either students, I try to make sure that if there are students who've been out a lot or who are missing work and falling behind for whatever reason, that I get in touch and everybody's on the same page, legal adults, students, and me, and that we're all, we have the same information, because really we do all want the same thing. And I also try to make sure that I get at least 2 students who are doing particularly well, or who, whether that's academically or just something that I notice that I can end with 2 good calls, that I end on that positive note. And yes, that is great for students that, they love getting those positive calls home. But honestly, that's more for me. Because when I'm, calling, I'm saying, hey, I know so-and-so has been out. I hope everything's okay. Just, I haven't heard from them on email and I'm, concerned about them. Man, those calls are hard. Or, so-and-so is here. They appear to be working. They haven't been turning anything in and I'm not sure what's going on. And, I try to talk to them during my planning period by going to their other class and, they, were very unresponsive and I'm concerned because, you worry about the kids. Are they, doing okay? And so making those contacts is important because ultimately we all want the same thing. We all want these students to be successful in whatever way that, whatever that looks like for them. And it's going to be different for different students. They value different things. Different things are important to them. Not everybody cares a whole lot about making sure that they put commas in the right places. And that's okay. As much as I like reading, and as much as I do want my students to be proficient readers, I'm not really sold on the idea of getting every student to love reading. As long as they have something they love, I'm okay with that. Maybe they'd rather, gosh, it's really sunshiny out today. It's probably like 90 some odd degrees out. But if they like going outside and playing in the sunshine, great. If they like hanging out and chit-chatting with their friends, okay, that's awesome. You don't have to love the things that I love. You shouldn't have to love the things that I love. But I do think it's important that they develop the skills that they need to pursue the things that they love and to be able to be healthy and be happy. And I think we all want that. We're pretty confident that that's ultimately what we all want. That's where I'm going with this. Calling home can be challenging for a lot of reasons, especially if you don't call home until there's a problem. You're just like, I don't know this, family, So that's why it's really useful to call home early. It's still kind of intimidating, like, maybe you're interrupting. You don't know these people. It just feels weird. It's like, hi, I'm a stranger. And I feel like kind of like a telemarketer, but keep in mind that you're giving them an opportunity to talk about somebody that they care about. You're giving them an opportunity to form a strong, positive relationship. Take a breath. Know what you're going to say. Be ready to stumble over your words. It's okay. It's okay. Be ready for your ear to get uncomfortable after like 6 or 7 calls. Switch to the other ear. It's okay. And take a breath, take a break. You can see on my list, I made a goal to get halfway through before stopping and shooting this video because my ear was tired and I was tired of saying the same thing over and over and over again. So after this, I'm probably going to call in my lunch order, have something to eat, and then I'm going to get right back and I'm going to call the rest of these students at home and just make that contact. It's so important to have strong, positive relationships, not just with the students, but with the people who are important in their lives as well. So good luck with that. Don't forget to leave me comments because I love them. And especially if you're a teacher and you have any pointers that you would like to add, yes, please. I feel pretty good about making sure that I call early in my dual entry log. It works really well for me. But if there's something else that you use that works really well, sure. I'd love suggestions. And other than that, wash your hands, stay masked, talk to your doctor, make sure you're staying healthy, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.